Alright, today you guys are going to be playing along with me. We have two backing tracks for the two exercises, and both of these tracks start slow and they gradually get faster. So do this video every day for a week and I promise you your right hand and left hand technique will improve. The first exercise is an alternating finger picking style. The second exercise is an arpeggio finger picking style. So let's dive into fingerstyle number one, alternating. So for this exercise, we're going to alternate with the thumb and the other three fingers, fingers 1, 2, and 3. All right. So have these ready on the D, G, and B string, and then the thumb can cover the two bass strings. All right. So if you watch. The same pattern for the whole thing. Okay, we're alternating between the thumb and the other fingers. Have a look at the tab. Let's do this slowly first before you try with the play along and the backing track. So we have thumb, first finger, thumb, second finger, thumb, first finger, thumb, third finger. That's the first half. So first, second, first, third. And then the second half, as you can see, much easier. We have first, second, first, second. First, second, first, second. So all together the pattern goes like this. First, second, first, third, first, second, first, second. Now have a look at the rest of the tab, alright? It's always the same thing, but the thumb is going to hit a different bass note each time, alright? So for the first chord, we have second finger on the E string, fret number 3. Then we take it off for open E. Then the thumb is going to have to move down to the A string for the second half of this fingerstyle exercise. We're going to have second finger here, A string, second fret, like this. And then to finish, third finger moves to third fret. We're still on the A string. Alright, so the best thing you can do now before you try and play along with me with this backing track is to simply do it super slowly like this. And so on. Alright, just try and read through the whole tab super slowly a few times, pause the video, then try the challenge. Play with me with the backing track. It's going to get faster and faster. So every day that you try this, you want to get further into the backing track. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that gets pretty fast at the end, doesn't it? So write down which speed you got to today, and then you try this every day for a week. You try and get a little bit further. Alright, on to our second exercise. So instead of alternating with the thumb, we're going to do a sort of arpeggio style with the fingers, like this. And so on, round and round we go. So let's zoom in on the right hand for a second here before we cover the chords. So again, the thumb is covering the bass notes, these two strings, but this time we're going to have fingers 1, 2 and 3 on the bottom 3 strings, G string, B string and E string, alright? And we're simply going to do from top to bottom like this. So it's an arpeggio style because we go do 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 da da do. Because we go from top to bottom, right? So thumb, first, second, third, other way. It also helps to think in threes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, same thing for every chord. Let's just have a look at the left hand too though. So the left hand, a little trickier than this first exercise. There's a little bit more to change. We start with the first finger on B string, first fret. It's going to stay there for the whole thing, alright? The bass note is going to change slightly. We start with the third finger on the A string, third fret, and this is our first one. 2 arpeggios. Then we'll take the third finger off, so we get this A minor 7 shape. Then we add the third finger to E string, third fret. Okay, and that's going to give us a G sus shape. And then we move it down to the note F, which is a third fret on the D string. That means the thumb needs to come down to the D string as well. Okay, we finish with. So for this one, we start with the first finger flat. So watch what happens. The wrist comes up a bit. And I flatten the first finger because you want to cover 2 notes here, B1 and D1 like this. Okay, so you flatten it for the first half, then curl it for the second half. So then you've got E1 and open E, like this. So all together it goes like this, twice for each chord. We have A. Then you can get your third finger ready for the G. Then F flat, open. So as with exercise 1, don't play along to the backing track just yet with me. Pause the video. Practice this super slowly just so you get used to it before you start trying to do it as an exercise. 2, 3, 4. All right, there we have it. So make sure that you write down how far you got into each exercise today. Okay, write it down on a piece of paper now before you forget. And then you try this every day for a week, 2 weeks, as long as you want to. And it will improve the right hand technique, but it will also improve that left hand a little bit as well. One of the main reasons for doing these kind of exercises is it benefits your learning process. When you're trying to learn fingerstyle songs, if you've already developed this technique in your right hand before you learn the song, then learning the song becomes much easier. You've got a good mind to muscle connection with your fingers. If this video was helpful for you, please like the video and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell icon so that you know when I bring out new videos. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords.